In the remote village of Paristan, under the shadow of towering mountains and sparkling rivers, lived a young and clever thief named Umro Ayar. With a mischievous glint in his eyes and a heart as spirited as the wind, Umro was known for his wit and bravery. His most prized possession was his magical bag, the Zambeel, which could produce an endless array of items, from swords to food, depending on what he needed. One starry night, while Umro was wandering through a dense forest, he stumbled upon a peculiar sight. An ethereal glow emanated from a hidden glade, leading him to an ancient oak tree. Carved into the bark was an inscription, glowing faintly in the moonlight, depicting a map to the fabled Cave of Wonders, believed to hold legendary treasures and mystical artifacts. Intrigued, Umro decided to follow the map, setting out on an adventure that would test his wit and courage like never before. The first trial he encountered was the Bridge of Shadows. The narrow bridge hovered over an abyss, and phantom figures danced in the moonlight. These spectral guardians would attempt to ensnare any who dared to cross. With a sly grin, Umro reached into his Zambeel and pulled out a cloak of invisibility. Shrouded in the cloak, he skillfully navigated past the phantoms, reaching the other side unscathed. Next, he faced the Forest of Illusions, where every tree was a mirror image of the last, and the paths twisted and turned in confounding maze-like patterns. Umro cleverly tied a trail of glowing thread from his Zambeel to mark his path, ensuring he wouldn't lose his way. After days of navigating through trial after trial, Umro finally reached the entrance of the Cave of Wonders. To his surprise, a colossal guardian made of stone barred the way. The guardian demanded a riddle. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" Umro pondered for a moment before answering. An echo. The stone guardian rumbled in approval, stepping aside to allow Umro passage into the cave. Inside the cavern, the walls shimmered with gold and jewels. But what caught Umro's eye was an ancient magical lamp. Curious, he rubbed the lamp, and with a burst of light, a mighty genie appeared. The genie, with a thunderous voice, granted Umro 3 wishes. Recognizing both the power and peril of such a gift, Umro chose his wishes wisely. First, he wished for the prosperity and safety of his beloved village, ensuring that Paristan would thrive. Second, he wished for knowledge and wisdom, understanding that true power lay not in wealth, but in intellect and insight. For his final wish, Umro asked for the freedom of the genie, liberating the ancient being from its millennia-long servitude. The genie, deeply moved by Umro's selfless act, bestowed upon him a gift beyond measure, a small crystal that could summon the genie in times of great need. Umro returned to Paristan, heralded as a hero. His adventures became legends told around campfires, while he continued to use his cunning and the wonders of a Zambeel to protect and serve his people. Thus, the clever and valiant Umro Ayar lived on in tales and hearts, forever a symbol of wisdom, bravery, and selflessness.